guys, welcome back to the 52-week organizing challenge, and this week we're going to be focusing on meal planning. Meal planning is something that I've been really into this year. I've always meal planned, and it has sort of evolved over time. However, I'm really into meal planning. As our lives get busier, I find it to be even more essential. So I recently did a video, which I will link below, showing you guys how I monthly meal plan, sort of my process in which I do that. And today I thought I would just take you through my actual meal planner and show you how I use it and how I have it set up as a whole. So back in January, I started monthly meal planning. Prior to that, I was meal planning once a week. And the biggest thing for me, biggest difference is that I'm not getting overwhelmed anymore with my meal planning because I'm only doing it once a month. Whereas before, when I was doing it every week, I felt very overwhelmed. Like it was, before I knew it, it was time to meal plan again. I felt like I was constantly having to think of new meals, and I just got into meal planning ruts a lot easier when I was meal planning once a week. Meal planning monthly has really helped me because I know I have one day a month, really, that I can just sit down, carve out some time to do my meal planning. And it usually takes me about a half an hour to meal plan for the entire month. And I sort of talk about that in the previous video I did. But it really does help our family stay organized, and it prevents us from going out to eat too often or getting fast food too often. So I strongly suggest finding some sort of meal planning method that works for you and your family. My husband and I used to meal plan even when it was just the two of us, and of course it wasn't as in-depth as it is now, but we did still have some form of meal planning, and it really does help a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little walkthrough of my meal planner. I am using the Carriel meal planner, which I'm absolutely loving. There are different covers that you can choose from. I chose this, I think it's called the Secret Garden cover, and it's a thick laminate, very similar to the Erin Condren covers, if you're familiar with that. So it's very durable. And then when you open it up, there's a nice quote page here, and over here I just stick some sticky notes, and this is usually what I use for my Walmart lists. So I get all of our paper goods and household goods at Walmart, and then our food items at the grocery store. So the first page here, you have some meal planning resources. So there's a list of meal planning blogs here, which I think is really neat because when you're meal planning, it's nice to pull from other, inspirational blogs or websites and that sort of thing. And then there's a list here that you can list your own websites that you are, familiar with and use often. And then you get into your month at a glance pages. So these are undated month at a glance. There are 12 pages, so it will get you through an entire year, but you can start it whenever you want. If you have a month that you just aren't really up on your meal planning, then you don't have to use that. You can pick up the following month. I use this page to list out all of our meals for the month, and this is what I use when I sit down and do my monthly meal planning. So I did a little bit of color coding here. I have a pink for special events that I know I need to plan a little bit more in depth. I use my regular blue pen just for everyday type meals. I use the orange pen for our crock pot meals. And then I do a little purple star on any new meals that we're going to try. And I do write down the website or cookbook or wherever I found that recipe from right below it. So I know I can go ahead and look it up when it's time to prepare the meal. So that is how I'm using my month at a glance pages. Then following your 12 month at a glance pages gets you into this menu and grocery list section. And this is really what sold me on this meal planner. I really liked the fact that it had the monthly pages and also the grocery list pages right in the same book. I do go grocery shopping once a week, and there are plenty of pages here for lists and whatnot, so it definitely will take me through the year. And then I like how it has this section here, which is, it says menu, and then it has your week of, and 7 boxes. So what I do is I take this section with me to the grocery store, and this section is perforated, and over here is also perforated. So I take my grocery list to the grocery store, and then I hang this section up on our family command center. So I'll show you that in a little bit. And this is really what helps me stay and stick with our meals for the week, because it's on the fridge where everyone can see it. It holds me accountable for making the meals that are listed out, and it helps me be prepared for the meal. So if I have meat that's frozen that I need to pull out of the freezer, it's very easy for me to just glance at this and be prepared for the upcoming meals. After the grocery list section, which is the bulk of the planner, then you get into these gatherings and special events pages, which again is really awesome to have it all included in one planner. So this, you can list the event up here, and then it has a box to list your appetizers, your side dishes, your main course, your desserts, your drinks, your kids, you know, anything that you need for kids, and any extra supplies. And again, a grocery list on the side here. So how awesome is that? If you're planning a special dinner or a birthday party or holiday, you can use these pages to really plan out what it is that you need. So I really like that. And again, these pages are all perforated. And then at the back, it has a few of these take note pages, which I'm not really sure what I'm going to use these for. I was thinking about listing maybe some of our family favorites, so that way if I sort of get into a get stuck while I'm meal planning, I can refer back to that as like a, running list of some of our favorite meals. And then in the very back here, there is a double-sided pocket. And it also came with this really cute little folder where you can put your money or your coupons or, whatever it may be that you want to take to the grocery store there. And she also has included a really cute recipe card for oatmeal butterscotch cookies, which sound delicious. And I usually put our store's flyer right in the back here. So that way, when I'm writing out my list for the week, I can refer to that and see what's on sale and, sort of coordinate what I'm buying at the store with our weekly flyer and what's on sale. So that is the Carrie L meal planner. I absolutely love this meal planner. It's really, really well worth the money. And that is how I use it. So like I said, this might not work for everyone, but finding a system that does work for you when it comes to meal planning is so crucial to our family anyways. And it really is going to save you time and money and stress. You will stress less, I promise, if you have meals planned ahead of time and ready to go. So now I'm just going to show you where on our fridge I keep our little weekly menu plan. So this is right on our fridge here. We have a little command center, and I keep our calendar. I have my cleaning list for the week here, and then our weekly menu right here, and I just switch it out week to week. And like I said, it really does hold me accountable for sticking with the meals that I have planned out. Alright guys, so that is how I use my meal planner and how I've organized meal planning in our family. Please check out my other video if you'd like to see a little bit more in depth on how I actually meal plan for the full month. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.